Once upon a time, deep in a lush green forest, lived four very special friends. There was Dear Gold, a swift and gentle deer; Squeaky, a quick-witted mouse; Sheldon, a wise and steady tortoise; and Corvus, a clever crow who could see everything from high up in the sky. They were an unusual group, but their bond was stronger than any oak tree in the forest. Every evening they would gather under their favorite banyan tree to share stories and the day's adventures. "The berries on the West Hill are perfectly ripe," Corvus would call. "I found a new path by the river," Dear Gold would add, her eyes sparkling. Sheldon would offer slow, thoughtful advice, and Squeaky would entertain them all with tales of his narrow escapes. Their friendship made the forest a joyful and safe home. One sunny afternoon, as they were all chatting, Dear Gold wandered off to graze in a nearby meadow. The grass was so sweet and the flowers so fragrant that she lost track of time. Suddenly, snap! Her hoof was caught tight in a hunter's net. Panic set in. She pulled and tugged with all her might, but the ropes only grew tighter. "Help!" she cried out, her voice trembling with fear. "My friends, help me!" Back at the banyan tree, the sun began to set, and Dear Gold was still not back. Squeaky, Sheldon, and Corvus started to worry. This was not like her at all. "I'll fly up and search for her," Corvus said, his voice laced with concern. He soared into the twilight sky, his sharp eyes scanning every clearing and thicket. It wasn't long before he heard a faint cry for help. He followed the sound, and there she was, Dear Gold, trapped and terrified. "Don't worry, Dear Gold," Corvus called down reassuringly. "We'll get you out of there. I'm going to get the others." He flew back as fast as his wings could carry him. Landing breathlessly by the banyan tree, he quickly explained the dire situation to Squeaky and Sheldon. "A hunter's trap. We have to act fast before the hunter returns." Squeaky, ever the practical one, immediately had a plan. "I can chew through the ropes," he declared. "Corvus, you can guide me there. Sheldon, you should stay here where it's safe. It's a long way, and you are not the fastest." But Sheldon shook his head slowly. "A friend in need is a friend indeed," he said with firm resolve. "I may be slow, but I will create a diversion if the hunter arrives." So the three friends set off. Corvus flew ahead, calling out directions. Squeaky scurried across the forest floor, his little legs a blur, and Sheldon followed at his own steady, determined pace. When Squeaky and Corvus reached Dear Gold, Squeaky didn't waste a second. He began to gnaw at the thick ropes of the net with his sharp teeth. "Just a little more, Dear Gold. Hold on." He squeaked between bites. Meanwhile, in the distance, the hunter appeared, whistling a tune as he walked toward his trap, expecting to find his prize. Corvus, keeping watch from a treetop, saw him coming. "The hunter is here. He's almost here," he shrieked. Dear Gold was nearly free, but Squeaky needed more time. What could they do? Just then, Sheldon, who had finally arrived, put his part of the plan into action. He slowly walked right into the middle of the hunter's path. The hunter stopped, surprised. "Well, what do we have here?" "A big, juicy tortoise. My lucky day just got better," he exclaimed, forgetting all about the net. He put down his gear and reached for Sheldon. Seeing his chance, Sheldon quickly pulled his head and legs into his hard shell. The hunter picked him up, trying to figure out how to get him out. This little distraction was exactly what they needed. Squeaky worked furiously, and with one final chew snap, the last rope broke. "You're free, Dear Gold. Run," Squeaky yelled. Dear Gold leaped to her feet and dashed into the safety of the dense woods. Squeaky scurried after her, disappearing into the undergrowth. Corvus flew high above, out of the hunter's reach. The hunter, hearing the noise, turned around just in time to see the deer vanish. He looked at the empty, chewed-up net and then back at the tortoise in his hands. Annoyed and confused, he threw Sheldon to the ground in frustration. "Bah, a useless tortoise," he grumbled, and stomped away empty-handed and defeated. Once the hunter was gone, Sheldon slowly poked his head out. Dear Gold, Squeaky, and Corvus came out of their hiding spots and rushed to their brave friend. They gathered around him, nuzzling him gently. "Sheldon, you were incredible. You saved me," Dear Gold said, her voice filled with gratitude. "We all did it together," Sheldon replied humbly. "That's what friends are for." From that day on, the four friends were closer than ever. They had faced danger together and proven that true friendship and teamwork can overcome any obstacle. No matter how different they were, their unity was their greatest strength. And they continue to live happily in their beautiful forest home, always looking out for one another. And the moral of the story is that a friend in need is a friend indeed, and by working together, we can conquer even the biggest challenges. Thank you so much for watching our story today. If you enjoyed it, please give us a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe for more wonderful stories. See you next time.